loving Father in heaven, we bow down to worship you, Creator of heaven and earth. You reign supreme in our hearts, in our lives, oh God, and over our university. God, we thank you and we worship you this morning. We give you all the glory, all the adoration, for you are faithful and you are loving unto us. You have kept us this far. Amid the pandemic, oh God, you have provided for our needs. We give you honor and glory. Father God, we come to the altar of our divine university, the Tharaka University. You have blessed us with this institution. We are grateful for the work that you have done, even in empowering our leaders, in being with the management board of this university, in being with our principal who is really bringing many developments in this institution. God, we give you honor and glory, thanking you for the gift of wisdom and knowledge that you have bestowed upon him and other team that is leading us in this institution. We thank you, God, for because you'll continue taking care of them. And even as we continue with our third day of orientation, we have seen for this technology. Thank you, dear Lord, for the parents of these first years. Thank you, Lord, for the technical team that is supporting this work in ICT department, that we are able to fellowship and to see one another. We are able to interact with one another as we prepare to usher in our first years in the year 2020-2021. We have so many blessings that we are enjoying because of your heart of mercy, oh God. We know we are sinful and we do not deserve all this goodness from you. Master in heaven, in reverence to your name, we submit all our sins unto you. Cover our transgressions. Out of your mercies, forgive us, O God, our iniquities. And we pray that, Father, we shall invite your Holy Spirit in our lives to guide us, to give us more wisdom and understanding, to continue sailing through this academic life together with you. Bless us, O Lord, as individuals, as the team leaders in this Tharaka University. Bless our leaders, bless the management board, bless the registrars, the deans of faculties, the chairs of departments, and all teaching staff and non-teaching staff. Everyone, even the casual workers that we are having
Gosi, you can speak.
Okay.
Yes.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
Yeah. We have to thank God for this morning and what He has done in our lives. And I'd like to take some few minutes to do some small introductions from the TUSA desk, that is the Tharaka University Students Association, whereby I'm the chair.
Okay.
A seat which is
Morning,
known as
everyone.
the president. Somebody interrupting?
We have to thank God for this morning and what He has done in our lives. And I'd like
You
to
can go
take
on,
some
Gosi.
few minutes to do some small introduction from the TUSA desk, that is the Tharaka University Students Association.
Hello. Hello, Kevin.
Yes, I can hear you. You can continue. We are hearing you very well.
I think I'm hearing some echo.
And I'm unmuting myself. I'm just muting myself back.
Okay. Can I proceed?
Hello.
You can proceed. Yes. Yes, Gosi.
Hello.
Gosi,
Hello, Kevin.
yes, I can hear you. You can continue. We are hearing you very well.
I think I'm hearing some echo.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm unmuting myself. I'm just muting myself back.
Okay. Can I proceed?
Yeah, so we thank God for this morning and the fact that He has
You can
brought us.
proceed.
Indeed, it has been new from day one up to this day.
Hello,
So
Kevin.
Yes, I can
I
hear
take
you.
this time to congratulate all the students who made it to university and to thank those who were made to join
We
the
are
Tharaka
hearing you very
University,
well.
that is Advance University. I'm humbled to be part of this team that is welcoming them today to grace and to conclude their orientation as they embark on learning next week. I believe that they have benefited from what they have learned through these 3 days of orientation, and these things are going to help them to cope with the university life and the learning process in the university. And do some simple introduction of the TUSA leadership that has been working tirelessly to see the comrades are comfortable in and outside of the university. The TUSA leadership, that is the Tharaka University Students Association, it is made up of 2 organs, that is the governing council and we have the Congress. The governing council is led by 7 people. The 7 people make up a governing council where we have the president, that is Kiongozi Zongosi, who is speaking to you today. I have a deputy. She's called Patience Wamushe. We also have the director of academic affairs, that is Kennedy Sifuna, and is with us here today to grace your orientation. Also, we have the director of students welfare, who is Victor Wambua, the secretary general, Daniel Sapiri Sore. We have the treasurer, James Mtembe, the organizing secretary, Patience Naswa. These are the 7 people who make the governing council the topmost seats in the students' leadership body, and they ensure that all things are in order in the university concerning the students. Also, we have the Congress, which is led by William Mwenda, who is the speaker of that Congress. He has a deputy speaker, who is Elizabeth Gitinji, and the other members are Dan Kanendekwa, who is the representative of the School of Business. We have Moses Kaberia, who is representing the science and technology team students. We have Mura Ruth, who is in charge of sports with the Mark Katidi. They are representing the sports in the Congress. We have Patrick Injeru, who is representing the male students residing in the university hostels. Also, he has another lady, who is Elizabeth Karubo, who is also assisting him in helping the comrades who are staying inside the university day-to-day activities. Those students who are staying outside, they are helped by Penina Mukami and Jacob Kimani. As you see, this kind of leadership, it has students, leaders who are working from different corners to see the students get the best of the services that they deserve within the university. And these student leaders have been working all this through this time to see that things are in order. Again, these leaders have been trying their best from the support from the university. Actually, the university has enabled most students to engage in co-curricular activities such as sports, events, and the drama group was added to Mombasa for the nationals, and it was interrupted actually by the coming of the coronavirus into our country. But we pray hard that when the curve is flattened, they will proceed and they will represent the university in the national level. Also, as I stated earlier, this is a divine university. Since it is a divine university, we have religious activities taking place in the university. We have the SDA group, we have the Catholic group, we have the Christian Union, and the Muslim group. And these groups are represented well. They are represented well in the university, and we thank God for that. And people are taking the groups so seriously. So mine is to encourage all the people, all the students who have come to the university to pray very hard, so that the curve of the coronavirus pandemic in our country flatten and we meet in the university. As you all know, the stakeholders in the education sector are meeting next week to give the clear guidance and the guidelines on how we are going to deck the university or the education levels in the country. We are praying very hard that God allows the people who are going to meet so that we can be back into the university very soon, so that we can embark on our studies. As you know, the university education is very critical in somebody's life. Um, when you have made it to university, the hope of succeeding in life sprouts, that you have the the capacity to make your future. It gives you the advantage of making sure that the wings you have of education can fly even higher, even you reach the moon, as they say always. Actually, we look forward to seeing you people coming back, coming and join us in the university, enjoy the premises and all the things that have been provided by the university within and outside the university, and also to enjoy the climate of Tharaka County and interact with the people as you make more friends, as you make sure that you get something good for your lifetime that is going to come. That is the degree from the Tharaka University. I look forward, as I've said, to seeing you this cohort of 2020 in the university soon, as we enjoy the learning in this great university and enjoy the sceneries of the Tharaka County. And as we conclude this day, know that the president of Tharaka University loves you very much and would want to see every individual who was selected to join the university being together and working together to see that we have the greatest university in the world, whereby all people in the world will come to see what is happening in our university. And I believe very much that if we stand together as a student body to support the management of the university and support the people of the Rakaniti County, then at long last we will smile and say, actually, we have made it as the people and as the students of the Rakaniti Tharaka University College. To end this session, because I know we are waiting, all of us, we are waiting to hear from the CEO of the university himself to speak to us and give us the information that we want to know more of the university. I'll be glad to see you people in Tharaka very soon. I know with God, this pandemic is going to end and we're going to meet soon. May God bless you. May God bless Tharaka. Thank you for listening. Thank you very much. And God bless you all. I think, Kevin, I'm done with my small speech that was made to do some introduction on the student body of the university.
Ouko for that wonderful address. The Student Council, we relate with it in a cordial way within the welfare of the student. Teacher Muriongi, the two deputy principals, Professor Veronica Nyaga, and Professor Nyaga is in charge of academics, research, and student affairs, and Professor Levi Sadia is in charge of administration, finance, and planning. We have our two registrars, Mr. Kiplagat, in charge of academic affairs, Mr. Edward Kaduni, in charge of administration and planning. We have our deans, our coordinators, our CODs, our lecturers, staff members, our students, wherever you are. We thank God for you. And let me say that today marks the climax of our orientation with principals address. And the orientation is an important program in our Tharaka University college calendar. This is where we induct the first years in matters of campus life. The incoming students have a moment of meeting and engaging with their faculties on matters of their courses, registration, inter-faculty transfers, and other areas concerning their life, and like even having issues that relate to their life. Like from Monday, we have had wonderful, but we thank God we have been able to surmount some of these challenges. So I just want to thank our principal and our deputy principals for facilitating us have this orientation of the first year students, and also having other students where they've been tuned in. And we have had from Monday a very good moment of interaction. We have engaged with our students. Like yesterday, we had a very good time to share about our faculties. And let me say that I will continue to engage with our students. They, of course, marking the climax of our orientation. But tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday, still students, kindly, whatever you have, having any matter, just bring it forward to us, especially on issues of e-learning. We are ready to hear from you and to serve you. And the Office of the Student Welfare Department, we are open to serve you always. And I would encourage you, because the student handbook has a lot of information. What we have been saying throughout the week, it will be available online. You will check all the things and read to understand. Even the write-ups for the notes, the topics that we have been sharing, they will be there. Because other times we have it physically. So me, I just want to, because this is the day for the principal, but let me say, will also in due course invite you to our virtual interdenominational. The deputy principals, and I'm very happy today to be here to welcome the students of Tharaka University College, that is 2020-2021 intake. We're very happy to have you, and today being the climax of the orientation, we are happy to be together with the management so that we can, all of us, get the address from our principal. Now, I want to say that for the past about 3 months, we've been interacting with you. That is just after you got your positions to be here. That is after you secured your chances to be students of Tharaka University College. And I can say that your interaction has been very cordial. We've been communicating through calls, through emails, and even right now,
there are quite a number of you that actually I can mention by name because we've been interacting almost on a daily basis, right from admission. When you are getting your admission letters, when you are doing online registration, and even some of you who have gone ahead even start doing the unit registration. So we are very happy, and we're very happy as the Office of Registrar Academic Affairs. Now, I'm glad that about 90% of our first years, that is those who have been admitted through COSIPs, have already registered, and the only few, about 10% of the remaining students, we are encouraging you to, finish up the registration process, which actually is a very simple process. There are guidelines on our website, and any time when you have challenges, we have the support contacts, that is the email support. We have the contact support, that is through the phone numbers, and even some of you have even been able to reach us even through the WhatsApp. So we would like to encourage you to get to us, and we're also going to get to you so that we're able to assist you integrate into our university. I would also like to thank the parents that have supported our students in making sure that they have been able to access our website, download all the required documents for their registration, and I really want to thank them and say that they have been very swift in integrating the new normal, since we were not able to actually have them report physically. So I would like to sincerely appreciate that swiftness in coming on-online and being able to give them resources to register. Now, my duty today is to introduce the academic division of the university, and I'm happy that already you've met with almost all of them. So today I'm only going to, do a recap just to highlight. So in this division, we have, or rather it is headed by the Office of the Deputy Principal Arthur, and it is headed by our Professor Veronica Nyaga, and under this division we have the Office of the Registrar Academic Affairs. Then we have the Directorate of BACS, which currently are being headed by Mr. Kiplangat John. Then we have the Dean of Students. The Dean of Students was just here a few moments ago. Dr. Munanu is the Dean of Students at Tharaka University College. Then we have the Directorate of Examinations and Timetabling, headed by Muchui. Then we have the Directorate of Research, headed by Dr. David Kiptui. Then we have the Deans of different faculties, and this is where I'm saying you already met them yesterday, and I'm sure that you are able to go through various programs, and you're able to be guided properly on even how you're going to choose and register for the units. Then we have the CODs, that is the chairmen of the various departments that we have. And I'm sure already you have met your CODs. I don't want to mention them because already you did meet with them. Also, I would want to mention that within the TUSA leadership, we have the members of TUSA who are normally part of our deliberations when we are in the academic board meetings. So TUSA is also a part of our academic division because all the decisions that we make pertaining teaching and learning and even research, we normally involve our students as our major stakeholders. Now going forward, we shall be engaging virtually, and students should take note of the the following platforms that they are going to be getting information on. Now, we have students' notice boards that we shall have on our website, and we shall actually segment this such that we shall be having the student notice board that is online in the faculty pages and the department pages within the website. I'm sure you have been able to go through our website, and I really encourage you that you as our stakeholder now, and we've already given you the credentials. You have the credentials through the student portal. You should be able to actually own our website, go through it, go through all the contents that are there, so that you get familiar even with exactly which page you should be visiting on a daily basis. E.g., you are faculty, you know your faculty, know your dean, know your CODs, know your lecturers. Also, we have the institutional emails, which you're going to get shortly. That is this week, because these are the ones that are going to be the gate pass also to the e-learning portal. We also have the WhatsApp groups that are going to be created. And this, I'm sure that the ICT director has already guided you on how you're going to access these WhatsApp groups. We also have the Facebook page. This is where we shall be having our communication. And actually, we have been putting a number of memos and other communications within that page. Also, we have the YouTube handle. So all these platforms are platforms that the university has created so that you are able to access all the information and all the resources that we have. So another one that I will not forget to mention is the library. You'll be provided also with a credential of accessing our e-library off campus. And this will actually assist you once we begin our learning that will commence on 21st September. Now, I also want to mention about the interfaculty transfer. We are going to give opportunity to those who wish that they would like to transfer to a different course within our university. And that chance will be provided beginning 21st of September, that is next week. And in the course of this week, you shall be getting the memos through the platform that we have said. And we shall give the conditions of applying and how, and even the documents that we shall require or information that we shall require from you. So constantly keep checking the portal and the website for that particular information. So we have the e-learning portal that already is in our website, and after now the orientation, the next phase is where now you'll be getting into the e-learning portal, which will be anchored in your students' portal. So I'm encouraging most of you, those who have not been able to register for the unit, kindly register so that you're able to access these links. The academic schedule also is already in our website. We have the teaching timetable also that will be put into the website and specifically into your portal. And you'll be required, just like we did put in the admission letters, that you'll require gadgets like laptops, tablets, and very good Android phones, so that we are able to facilitate the learning process that we are going to begin on 21st, and of course it will begin with the training on e-learning. So you'll be guided on this and even on how you're going to access the e-library resources. So at this point, I would like to thank you, and we look forward to a very interactive 4-year stay in this university with you. And just before I finish this, I have a friend who did tell me something that I would like to share with you this morning. In 1 Timothy 4:12, it says, "Let people see God in you and not the devil in you." Kuwa kielelezo kwa wengine katika matendo, usafi na imani. So Tharaka University College is a divine university, and as we usher you in, we would like to carry that image outside there, because already you are our students, you are our ambassadors. So I can modify this and so that we have let people see God and Tharaka in you and not the devil in you, so that anytime that you're interacting with people outside, they're able to see what Tharaka is. So I think with this, let me thank all of you for being able to attend this orientation process, and we appreciate you, and we look forward to meeting you once the COVID-19 restriction is over. Just maybe one more thing that I would like to just mention is that we have many games opportunities here, and not only games opportunities, but also we have drama, we have music. So I'm also looking forward that when you come face to face, you'll be ready, to interact not only academically but even socially. So with that, thank you very much, and I look forward to interacting with you once you come. So let me take this chance to now welcome our acting registrar, administration and planning, Mr. Kadhoni. Karibu.
Thank you. Which is headed by Mr. Kenneth Mauki. Also, we have the accommodation department headed by Masi Wanjiro. We have the procurement department headed by Maurice Mukwiri. Finance headed by Mr. Anthony Mutegijiro. Then we have intern audit headed by Sheila Wanjiro, and health unit headed by India. Wow. Now, I wish to briefly share with you the responsibilities of those units or those departments. I start with the Department of Security, which, as I've said, is headed by Mr. Nyamo. The department is mandated to providing a secure, safe, and cohesive learning environment by coming up with security measures to ensure security within and outside the institution. To achieve that, the University College has its own internal security personnel. Then, to improve on that, the University College has hired security personnel from a reputable security firm. Still, to improve on security, the University College is under 24-hour surveillance by armed Kenya Police Service officers. The Kenya Police Service officers patrol the university ground, ensuring that students and staff safety and security. Lastly, there is also a joint community University College Security Management Committee. Therefore, at Tharaka University College, matters of security are taken care of, and everyone is assured of his or her security within and outside the University College. The other department is estate, which I've said is headed by Ken Mauke. This department has two sections. One deals with infrastructure, and the other one on farm and also the university compound. The infrastructure unit ensures the provision of all the necessary facilities at the University College and also maintenance of the same. The University College has enough teaching and learning facilities. That is, we have enough lecture rooms, we have enough science laboratories, computer labs, including resource centers, and also smart board rooms, among others. The farm sub-unit is mandated to ensure that there is serene environment for learning by taking care of the University College compound. That is, they take care of the flower beds, pavements, and also general cleanliness of the university. Also, the unit has the responsibility of establishing learning and demonstration units. Some of the units already established are pottery, piggery, we have cattle, the local breed, and also the Angolan breed, banana and citric farms, fish farming, and beekeeping. The unit also provides the students with recreation facilities, which includes both indoors and outdoor games facilities. Therefore, at Tharaka University College, there is an opportunity to nurture your talents. The accommodation department that the university has both male and female hostels. And catering, which is headed by Master Wanjiru, the university has a student cafeteria where student meals are prepared and they are sold at a subsidized price. We have the procurement department headed by Morris Mukwiri. This department adheres with the Procurement and Disposal Act 2015 strictly. And then we have the finance headed by Anton Jiru, which ensures prudent utilization of the university college funds. Still, we have internal audit. This one audits all the university activities. And lastly, I know the list, we have the health unit headed by Rendia Mugao. This unit provides quality health services. It has qualified personnel, and also it has inpatient and outpatient services. The core mandate of the Office of the Registrar Administration and Planning is to work with the Deputy Principal, Administration, Finance, Planning and Development, ensuring that the department, which I have named above, are well coordinated for efficient delivery of service. Also, the office of the registrar ensures that Tharaka University College have the infrastructure and the facilities necessary to facilitate attainment of the highest quality of education and training. Therefore, at this point, I wish to assure you that Tharaka University College has all the necessary facilities to enable you attain quality education. The office also has a team of hard-working, dedicated team player individuals who oversee timely delivery of service to our clients. Thus, you being one of our key clients, you will receive timely services from our office as per the University College Service Chapter. As I have indicated, I also coordinate the Directorate of Performance, Contracting, and Quality Assurance. In the performance contracting, this one is just a tool aimed at improving efficiency and effectiveness in the university college. It is mandated with the responsibility of overseeing the commitment of the university college management and ensuring their achievements. Cascading the contract all departments and all cadres of employees for the purpose of integration. Contracting is mandated to monitor the operation, implementation, and reporting of the university college performance contracting following the guidelines issued annually by the Public Performance Management and Monitoring Unit. At Tharaka University College, targets are set, and it is the responsibility of everyone to work towards meeting the set targets. Lastly is the Directorate of Quality Assurance, which is mandated to establish, maintain, improve education standards in the university. To achieve that, the university college, the directorate monitor the implementation of approved curricula to ensure that implementation is effective and meets the highest standards with respect to modes of content delivery, examinations, and also supervision. Also, the directorate evaluate teaching effectiveness of the lecturers. It also assess quality of teaching facilities in the university college. It coordinates TUSA standards to appeal information and performance of graduates in the field, the relevance and worth of the university college academic programs and courses. Also, the directorate analyze quality assurance reports, identify issues arising from them for the attention of the University College management. Therefore, at Tharaka University College, we emphasize on quality of our services, quality of our facilities, and quality teaching that will enable you achieve quality education. In conclusion, we are honored to have you join our warm and embracing academic community where the value of hard work and excellency define the very ethos of our institution. This presents you with an opportunity to actualize your intellectual and prepare you for the job market. Thank you for listening to me, and may God bless you. Now, at this point, I wish to invite the Deputy Principal, Administration, Finance, Planning and Development, Professor David Musalia, to make his remarks. Welcome, Prof.
let me remove this also. Our principal, Professor Peter Muriungi, Deputy Principal, Academic Affairs, Professor Veronica Nyaga, registrars, deans, directors, CODs, and all the other employees of Tharaka University College, plus our students who are with us, watching us. Good morning. Maybe let me start by introducing myself. My name, as you have been told, is Professor Levi Musalia. I'm the acting deputy principal of the Division of Administration, Finance, Planning, and Development. Maybe let me start by saying that I'm really pleased to congratulate our first years and also welcome them to Tharaka University College, where I do believe they're going to spend about 4 years in trying to advance their education. I'm sure there are many who would have liked to have this opportunity, but I think because they did not qualify, they were left out. So we thank God that you have been chosen to join this famous institution. Now, as you first years, as you embark on your journey in this university, it is my wish to believe that we are going to work together and support each other so that you achieve your dreams, and at the same time, we in the university be able to achieve the mission of the university. So what does this mean? This implies that we need you as much as you need us, and this is why we are so happy to have you join us here at Tharaka University College. So we are more or less like partners. We'll be offering you education. At the same time, you'll be helping our university to continue growing to become a very strong, important university. Now, today, I think is supposed to be the day of the principal, but maybe before, with his permission, I would just like to make a few remarks, although most of them have already been given by my Kaduni. Maybe I will develop effectively. Now, my roles include what has already been mentioned by my registrar, Mr. Kaduni. We offer facilities like classes. When you are here or when you are learning, you need to have a place whereby you should be taught. So it is the duty of my division to make sure that there are enough classes to be able to support the programs which are being offered in these institutions. Apart from classes, there are also laboratories. We also will make sure that we have adequate laboratories to give you the experience that you require so that you are a better graduates who can be competitive when you leave Tharaka University College. There is estates which ensures that these facilities are in place. There is transport also. You'll be going out for some trips. In this university, we may not be having all the exposure. We don't have facilities to give you all this exposure because we are still a new university. So under such a situation, we usually put you on field trips whereby you will move out to go and see what is happening practically outside. So there is a transport division section which will ensure that there are enough vehicles to cater for this. Health, I think they have already talked about it. Then also for continued growth of the university, because I've just mentioned we are still a young university, we need to grow. So my division also is in charge of planning the various development projects and programs that will see this university be an excelling university and competitive to other big universities in the world. However, so because I've said that we are still a growing university, and maybe when you come to this institution, you'll find that there are many activities going on. There are many buildings at the moment. We are putting up many infrastructures to ensure that what I've been talking about is in fulfilled. So I hope you'll bear with us and maybe learn also to work together with the people who are working on this development programs. So I can say that our ultimate goal is to make you feel at home as you embark on your learning career. We want you to be comfortable. When you are learning, we want so that you don't think of other things, so that the only thing you are left behind to focus on is learning. Now, having talked about this, maybe just to point a few things. What are our expectations? One of my expectations is for you to pay fees in time for us to be able to serve you. I have talked of many facilities, infrastructures, and so on. These things, they need money to be in place. So sometimes we will be very hard on you. We'll be telling you to pay a fees before we can be able to allow you to register for the courses that are being offered that particular semester. So make sure that you remind your parents to prepare in advance so that when you come here, you have the money, which, as I've said, is to make sure that we offer you good facilities. However, there is also the option of deferring. If you cannot be able to raise the fees, the university usually gives the opportunity of you deferring your studies as you continue looking for the money. so that you can be able to join us later on. So we don't expel you because you don't have a school fees. We allow you to defer your studies so that you come back when you have the fees. The other expectations, the expectation is for you to be responsible in using and handling university properties. We have many properties. I have talked of equipments and so on. We don't want to destroy these properties. So we would like you to be responsible as you use these facilities so that they can also be used by others. We have utilities like electricity, water, and so on. Water, we are in an arid, semi-arid region where water is very scarce. Many people are looking for water. So we expect you to use this, the available water very responsibly. Electricity also. Sometimes we end up paying very big bills of electricity. So if you are not using the light or electricity, make sure that you switch off the electricity. So the essence here is just for you to be a responsible human being. Then the other, maybe to guide you on this, I think these things where you are supposed to be responsible is well laid down in the student handbook. I think they have already talked to you about this student handbook. So you will read and go through and make sure that you go by what is written in those books. The other expectation is that we would like you to work with the others, especially in sharing facilities. We cannot be able to offer all these facilities to each and every one of you. So there are times where you'll be sharing facilities, and we would expect you to be cooperative so that all of you have an opportunity of accessing these facilities. Then the other expectation is in terms of communication. We expect you to communicate your needs to us. There are many needs. There are some needs which we may not be able to give to you. So when you have a problem like this one, please, we expect you to communicate to us and tell us the problems you are having. And there are channels of doing this. You have your leaders. And we will expect that such problems or needs will be channeled through these leaders. And in fact, that is why these leaders are there. And in fact, when it comes to choosing your leader, make sure that you choose good leaders, someone who will be able to attend to your needs. Then finally, I would just like to give a word of caution about a few things. One is the type of learning in the university. Remember that as you join this university, the type of learning is slightly different. Maybe in the secondary school, the teacher used to come and teach you. In the university, the lecturers don't teach. In fact, what they do is they lecture. They talk about something, then they'll give you assignment so that you go and look for more information. So sincerely in the university, what we are doing is that we are training you to be in a position to look for knowledge. We are trying to groom you to be an independent person, a person who can be able to learn on yourself. So maybe you will need some time to adjust to this type of learning. The other caution is in terms of freedom. In the university, you don't have a principal like in the secondary school. I'm sure that some of you, when you used to see the principal, you used to take different directions, running away, especially if you are doing the wrong things. In the university here, We don't have that. Nobody forces you to do things at the time they are supposed to be done. No, you have all the freedoms, but remember that you must be able to attend classes, because if you fail to attend classes for more than two weeks, then you can be discontinued from the university. Plan, have a timetable. I expect you to have a timetable for your free studies. You should have a time for games also. So also don't just spend all your time sitting down and learning and cramming. No. I remember when we were in secondary school, there are some people who used to be called bookworms, because all the time they were in the book. No. I think we are grooming you to be a person, an all-round person, a person who can participate in different things. So have time for learning, and also have some time for your social activities, but don't overdo them. Then the other question is in terms of you knowing why you are here. Nobody has forced you to come here. I'm sure that all of you have come here with one main objective. So I expect you to continue remembering the main goal or objective that brought you to the university. Then the other thing is being interactive. In the university, you have to be interactive. Our learnings are usually interactive, whereby as much as the lecturer is teaching you, lecturers also learn from you. So we are going to expect to be getting some new ideas from you in the process of teaching you. Then the other thing is in terms of financial management. I think when you come from home, you'll be given some money. Make sure that you manage that money very well. We don't want you to be in a situation whereby you reach somewhere and you find that you have exhausted all your money and you cannot be able to sustain yourself. So make sure that you have better ways of managing your finance. And I think this has already been talked about to you. Then finally, I also would like to caution you to live within the Kenya laws. When you come here, don't think that you are immune to the Kenyan law. No. If you do something wrong here, which is against the Kenyan law, the police definitely will come in and take you to court. So make sure that you continue living within the Kenyan law. Otherwise, mine is just to sincerely welcome you to Tharaka University College and wish you a happy stay in this university as we grow together. Thank you very much. Yeah, maybe let me also take this opportunity to welcome Deputy Principal of Academic Affairs and Academics, Research and Student Affairs, Professor Veronica Nyaga, to make her remarks.
Okay, thanks a lot. The principal, finance and planning. The principal, Professor Peter Muriongi. The deputy principal, finance and planning. The registrars, deans, directors, chairmen of departments and the ends of departments, teaching and non-teaching staff, our dear students, parents, guardians, good morning. My name is Professor Veronica Nyaga, in charge of the Division of Academics, Research, and Student Affairs. I warmly welcome our first year students to Tharaka University College, and I would wish to congratulate them for being admitted to this pre-fund university. Tharaka University College is a divine university. It has been mentioned by my colleagues. And we are glad and we hope that you are safe and well wherever you are. And we thank God for his care. Maybe before I go on, I would wish to mention just briefly the members in my division. Of course, it was done so by the registrar academics. But I would just wish to point out a few sections. In a section that we call the academic board. Since I've said I'm in the area of academics, we have a body that looks at the academic activities, the one we call the academic board. The academic board is headed by the principal, who is the CEO of the university. And then we have the deputy principals. We have two deputy principals, it has been said. The deputy principal academics, research and student affairs. And then we have the deputy principal finance and planning. Then we have the registrars, they are part of the board. The registrar academics and the registrar planning. We have deans of faculties, deans of various faculties. We have directors, various sections. We have the coordinators in various boards, like Board of Postgraduate, Board of or Directorate of Examinations, Career Services. We have CODs or chairmen of departments in various sections. We have those who are in charge of various areas like the library, procurement. We have the representatives in various faculties. And also, we have the student body. In the academic board, we have the student representative, including the president of the student body, that is TUSA, Tharaka University Student Association, because we need to hear the matters that concerns the students. And we had the president speak online, and I'm sure you got to hear the message from our the chairman of TUSA, Mr. Ongozi Eno. So we have that kind of a body in the academic division, and it looks at the academic matters. All issues concerning the academics are discussed by this body, and this is to make sure that matters of academics are done well in the university, including exams, anything that relates to academics, learning, as has been said. Yeah, that is the body. Now, let me give a few remarks concerning this day of orientation. This is the day of the principal. He's going to address you, but briefly, let me mention a few things that will help you sail in this life of the university setting. May I say that I am delighted to join the members of staff, the students, and any other person in this area of orienting the students. Of course, I've said again, because we have been interacting, orientation is an important activity because, of course, if you are not oriented, if you are not directed on how to adjust in the university setting, you become disoriented. And when you get disoriented, you may get lost, and that is not our desire. So today we are here, all of us headed by the principal, to help you get to know what it takes to be in a university, including the academics and all the other things that have been mentioned. So we are hoping that all the students are with us, or even those who are not getting us live now, will be able to get various links and hear what we are saying. Now, I can say that we wish to prepare you as we move on with this orientation on online academic experiences. And since we cannot meet you physically at this particular time, when we have the challenges of the COVID-19, we are able to create platforms or all what it takes to make sure that you continue with your learning. Note that the aim of the University College is to provide holistic education for the students in an atmosphere of freedom and responsibility. You are joining the university education with the talents and great potentials. Our hope as the Tharaka University College family is that the intellectual journey which you are embarking on will be marked by freedom of inquiry and interminable search for truth. There is a lot of freedom in the university setting, as we've been told, and that's why we are saying that you make sure you exploit your talents and potentials. Our faculties and staff are dedicated professionals who excel in connecting you and provide quality education experiences. They will help you to succeed. Remember, previously, we have done this orientation with the faculties yesterday, and will continue so that you can get well acquainted with the university learning. As the deputy principal in charge of academics, research, and student affairs, I am energized and prepared for what we have to offer and many opportunities that await us in the training of the students. You should be prepared to leave the university academic setting as competent professionals and great leaders in the public service. That is where you are ending to. You are getting to the university and later live with a career or what it takes to be out there. We have been told about the core activities of the university. We are there. We are going to train you. There is research activities. There is also the service to the community. Let me just highlight a few things that will make you to succeed, because our aim that you succeed as you join the university. Remember to work very hard, aim for excellence in your performance, study to get a first class. As we continue, you learn how to be on top. There is a first class, there is a second class, there is the pass, and there is fail. We mentioned all these things yesterday, but we are hoping that you get the first class. It may happen that as we move on and you get a first class, you stand a better chance of even getting a scholarship. As we move forward, the principal may provide that. So preoccupy yourself with reading, because you know very well, and I know mind is the devil's workshop. Look for knowledge in a variety of areas. If you have been admitted to do mathematics, wherever you are, even in religion, it makes you an all-out person. When you finish your 4 years, get into interviews, you get a question like, who was the best soccer man in this world? So look for all sorts of knowledge which are relevant and which can be useful. We are expecting that you will be very serious in your work and very thorough in whatever you do. When you have an assignment, because we shall be giving assignments, prepare well, refer to relevant materials. We have even the library services where you can reach to away from the university, make appropriate consultations. In many times, young people will look for, will try to solve their problems, mainly by going to their peers. Sometimes you may require even somebody who is not your peer. But what we are saying, make relevant consultations. Don't just make consultations to anyone. Make relevant consultations, especially now that you are out there. You need to get to know who can help you in the right way. Be creative and innovative, especially in this era of technology. We are saying if you cannot go through the SMS, use WhatsApp, use what can help you get to your lecturer or anyone who can assist you in your academics. Avoid cheating in exams. Exams will come, and this is an area that can make you leave the university when you are not done. So you have to take care of how you are doing your exams. You'd wish that you excel. So cheating in the university is a crime. So we are expecting that you will be disciplined. You have been told there is a lot of freedom in the university. In the university, it is expected that the students are already mature. So they are left to make their own decisions independently. So please take care and make the right decisions. So keep safe also in this time of COVID. Follow the MOH directives. Put on your mask because you'll be interacting. Clean your hands properly, what you are being told, very basic things. And keep safe because we didn't need you. You are starting and we want you to complete. Also, develop a scholarly behavior. We are still emphasizing this. Love for books is very important. I've said it again. Learn how to live with others. You've been told because you'll be consulting, you'll be sharing some maybe devices. You never know. Those who do not have this can borrow from the others. So learn how to relate with others. Don't even steal from others because it will not be abused. Be sensitive to issues, even environment. Like now, we are hoping that you can talk well even about the university. Be ambassadors out there. Be people who can give the right ideas. Talk well of the university. Talk well of your parents. Don't say that my parents cannot afford a smartphone. They cannot afford an iPad. Talk positively because even there is the power of the tongue. Avoid substance abuse as you learn out there. HIV/AIDS is there. Avoid, of course, the very common thing, the peer pressure that can ruin your life. So I would say that for academic advising that you may require, we have links to the Dean of Students Office, Students Welfare. We also have the Career Office. We talked to you yesterday on these sections. And also for any psychological support, because out there, you may feel things are not working. Please call us. You know, we want to make this virtual learning to look like it's physical in all ways, the way we can, of course. So in case you are stuck, don't just stay there blaming everyone or nobody. Just get to the links we have, the Dean of Student Office, actually that's my division, and get some psychological support. Remember that the motto of Tharaka University College is education for freedom. And we are expecting that the knowledge that you acquire through education will set you free in all areas. I would wish to summarize by saying, remember you're joining the university, which is the highest learning institution in a setting. You are doing this to acquire quality education. There is a difference between learning and education. Learning is there for everyone. You acquire skills. Sometimes lawyers say you are learned Fred. Education will carry those skills and also character. It is broader. It carries the competences, the skills, plus character. So we are expecting that when you complete your learning, you are molded into good character and also you have a skill. You can imagine if you are a professor and you are behaving aimlessly without character. So you become educated if this knowledge is accompanied with character. And that is why scholars keep on deferring on a certain person who talked of 7 sins in life. And I'll pick one sin. One of sinning, I'm talking of S-I-N. One of the sins that I'll talk about is education without character. To him, it is a sin, education without character. You are getting educated so that you develop proper character and be able to sell out there properly. Because with no character, even you cheat in exams, you get to corruption and all those evil things. You didn't wish that. So we want to train you, do it properly. That's why we are talking of consultations, being in the right way of on doing the right consultations, being in the right place, and so that you can get this quality education. So I wish to say that we are ready for you in the area of academics, even in the area of planning and finance, we've been taught. We are ready and we are eagerly waiting for you. From Monday, the interfaculty transfers, we are starting subject registration. We said that in the Faculty of Education and all what it takes to make you ready for learning as scheduled by the university. So I want to wish you all the best. I pray that you may always seek guidance where you are stuck, consult us, and everything will go on well. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Thank you. So I'll take this opportunity, like we have said, this is the day of our principal to address the students. I would take the opportunity to welcome our principal, the able principal of the university, Professor Peter Muriungi, to address the students so that from there all the businesses can start. Thank you so much. God bless you once more. Welcome.
Okay. Thank you, Professor Nyaga, for your remarks. Our dear students, the staff of Tharaka University College, the parents, and everyone there watching us, good morning. God is good, and all the time. Thank you very much. First and foremost, I want to start by congratulating the students for excelling very well in their KCSE exams, because that is what has made them to be admitted at Tharaka University College. Congratulations. Now, in the next 4 years also, you are going to be in Tharaka University College. And I think as you have already seen, we have a who are going to work very hard to make sure that academic dreams and aspirations. Today, we are conducting our orientation online due to COVID-19 pandemic. But as Ongosi, the student leader, said, we are praying very hard so that the curve can stabilize and you come back. So today, we are doing it virtually. But we are really looking forward to that time when we see you physically. Remember, in the past, when we do orientation physically, we give you an opportunity to exercise your talent in music, in dance, in being a comedian. These things students do them the first years during the time of orientation. But because now we are doing it virtually, we are missing that opportunity. The other thing, in Tharaka, where this university is situated, There's very sweet honey, goat meat, and the chicken. But unfortunately, you can't taste this virtually. So we want to see you physically in the university college. Now, orientation. We are talking today's orientation. What is orientation? And the simple definition is that orientation is a process of introducing someone new to the culture, to the values, and to the objectives of the organization so that they are able to adapt very fast and go about with business. So you have gone through an intense week of orientation through the departments, through the faculties. So we want you to adjust very fast so that we can go to our core business, which is to teach you so that you get the knowledge and so that you can graduate in 4 years or less and go out there to serve Kenyans. Now, Tharaka University College is the 6th public university in Kenya. It is started as a campus of Chuka University back in 2015, and in 2017, it was gazetted as a university college. Now, the gazettement means that the university is an independent institution. It gets its own monies, it gets its own students, and it has also its own academic freedom. That is, we can develop our new programs, we can revise our new programs, we can do our own researches, and so on. And as Professor Nyaga said, this ties well with our motto, which is education for freedom. Now, why we think this motto is very appropriate is because when you have education, it frees you from disease, it frees you from ignorance, it frees you from poverty. We have seen cases where some families are very poor, but when the parents suffer and they educate their children, they are able to break that vicious circle of poverty. So we think, as Ongo said, education is one of the most, in fact, Nelson Mandela said, education is one of the most important weapons that you can use to change the world. Now, our vision as Tharaka University College is to be a center, adaptive center of excellence in teaching, research, innovation, and outreach for the transformation of the society. We want you, when you come here, you get the best knowledge so that you can go out there and transform the community. Now, at Tharaka University College, we have continued to develop our infrastructure. The registrar, administration and planning, and Professor Musaria, the deputy principal, administration and finance, they put it very well, the kind of things you are doing. So when you come here, you get a lot of activity. We are building a studio house. We are building many other things. Today, those who read the newspaper, you can see we have advertised. We want to build a library, as an institution block, and admin block. So these are in the today's paper, and you can see them. So there's a lot of activity here in the University College, and we are going to continually work so that we give you one of the best learning environment in the whole of Kenya. Now, I have said that orientation is a process of introducing somebody to the values, to the beliefs, to the culture of the organization. And there are some values that we cherish a lot at Tharaka University College. Some of them have been mentioned, but I want to go through them very fast. One is hard work. Now, hard work is key to attainment of a goal by merit. And if you look at the Bible, in the book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 12, it says, a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and the poverty will come upon you like a robber, and the want like an armed man. You sleep, poverty will creep in. So your success in this university will depend on you embracing that value of hard work. Remember, we are in a world of competition. So you have to be the best so that you get the job and leave the others. Here at Tharaka University College, we have a commitment that if you are the best student in your class and you have a first class, we give you a job and we give you a scholarship to do your master's. But this depends on hard work. So we also want to grow you so that you become, in 4 or 5 years' time, you become lecturers in this university or in many other universities. Number 2, the other value is discipline. Discipline is the element of a person's character that enables them to wisely govern themselves and exercise self-control. You've been told by other people before me that in the university, there's a lot of freedom. There's a lot of freedom. You stay alone, you can do many other things, but you need to have that self-control. One American entrepreneur called Jim Brown said, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. You have your goals and you want to accomplish them. In between, if you miss discipline, it will become a mirage. The other thing which we cherish a lot as a university is focus. Focus is very important because somebody said, you cannot hit a target that you can't see. And you can't see a target that you have not set. In other words, we want to encourage you to come here with focus. What is it that we want at the end of the 4 years, or even after? Focus. There are students who enroll for the Bachelor of Commerce program here at the university. And by the time they finish, some of them have CPA because they started with a focus of where they want to go, but others just finish with a BCom. So when they go out there, those with CPA have competitive advantage. So start with focus. Time consciousness. Time is very important. It's a limited resource. Once it is wasted, it is wasted. In the next few weeks, you're going to be trained on e-learning, on how to register for the units, how to access your notes. You need to start with the first group. If you are late for 3 weeks without being serious, you'll be left behind. Time. Always be there on time. Do your things on time. Do your assignments on time. Do your cards on time. So time consciousness, if you want to succeed. And if you are not time conscious, you always work under stress. You know, there are those people who always do things last minute. 5 minutes before the meeting, that is when they are printing the handout. Then they come to the meeting sweating because they are stressed. If you manage time well, you are stress-free, you don't get diabetic, you don't get hypertension, because you are working normally. Integrity. The other value we value a lot here in the university is integrity. And what is integrity? Integrity is doing the right thing, even when nobody is watching. Most people live double lives. During the day, they are angels. At night, they are devils. Now, integrity means doing the right thing when nobody is watching. And Professor Nyaga was talking about the scenes by Mahatma Gandhi. But One of the things that he also talked about is wealth without work. It's a sin. And that happens because you lack integrity. You want to be wealthy, you take money that is meant for the library. You want to be wealthy, you take money that is meant to bring water to a community. People do that because they lack integrity. You cheat in exams, it's because you lack integrity. You abuse people in the social media, and I want our students to take this very seriously. These days, if you seek for a job, a serious employer goes and looks at your social media history. They look at the comments you are making, the kind of language you use, so that even before you come for the interview, they already know about you. And I know many people who have lost jobs because of their social media history. Don't allow yourselves to be used by politicians to abuse people, because the politicians don't care. All they care is to get your vote. But you lose a job. You lose that opportunity. So you can get all the qualifications. But when they look at their social media history, they say, this one will bring up in the institution. So be very careful how you use social media. Innovation. And I think many people talked about this. platform. This will assist you in learning, in the e-learning. We have a very elaborate e-learning platform. Also spare some little money to buy bundles. Because this is the way to go given the environment where we have due to the COVID. I know I'm not a prophet of doom, but before they have been several. That's what COVID-19. But put there have been several academics like this, that each one has one. Get a laptop, or get a tablet, or get a good smartphone. This will assist you in learning, in the e-learning. We have a very elaborate e-learning platform. Also spare some little money to buy bundles, because this is the way to go given the environment where we are due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And who knows, I'm not a prophet of doom, but before there have been several. The other day we went through some training as a university of COVID-19, and we were told there have been several pandemics like this, like H1N1, the MERS pandemics, Ebola, and so on. So these things come repeating themselves. The other thing is that even when you report physically, we are still not going to lose e-learning. We want to have what is known as blended learning, where sometimes you are learning physically, and other times you are doing it online, so that you are, technology. I've said the world is being run by technology. If we just use the normal lecture method, when you go out there, you will be disadvantaged. So we want to blend the two systems that we can make you better students of Tharaka University and better products. So otherwise, I want to stop there. The other thing I want to talk about is optimism, which some people talk about as a value optimism. Optimism is the thinking that things will go well. The opposite of an optimist is a pessimist. A pessimist says, my parents will not pay fees, they will not be able to buy a laptop, they will not be able to provide the bundles. You're always spending a lot of time on negative what? Energy. I want to advise you to start spending more time on positive what? Energy. Even though my parents are poor, they'll pay fees. I'll complete and I'll get a job and I'll do my master's. I'll become a professor in the university. That is the kind of thinking that we want you to adopt. And I can tell you, it pays a lot for being positive. Professor Nyaga says, think well about your university. Think about your parents. Think well about your country. Think well about your community. If you have that type of thinking, that things can always be better, you're going to change this world. So I'll stop there. I wish you well. Stay safe. Observe the guidelines that Professor Nyaga talked about. Wash your hands, sanitize, wear the mask. And if you hear there's a problem with the temperature, then you seek medical help. So we are missing you because our job is to see students. We really miss you, and we are looking forward to when we are going to meet you. May God bless you all. All the best. See you soon.
Thank you very much. I'm Justus Miu, and my simple task here is to move a vote of thanks. I want to say thank you This has been a very wonderful session for us today, not only today, but for the last 3 days, which we have engaged in orientation process and culminating to the day when our CEO, yesterday we had a trainer, had a very good name, our captain. You know, in a team we have a captain and we have a very able CEO who is leading this university, and we are all proud of him as staff and even as students who are here, and even you who are joining, you'll attest to this. So we want to thank you very much, our principal, for coming today. Make sure that we are all of the same knowledge, because in Hosea chapter 4 verse 6, the Bible records that my people are destroyed or perish for lack of knowledge. And acquisition of the knowledge today that we have been given, especially new students and even the continuing, and even as staff, we feel we are prepared for you, and we want to welcome you to this university. So I want to first thank God, because everything happens for a purpose, and today was the day that culminates into the very highest point of our orientation, hearing the address from the principal. We want to thank God for providing us this opportunity and giving even students to this university. So we want to thank God for that. Then we want to thank our principal. Our principal has really been keen for every bit of the orientation that has been going on, or any service to our students who are the key stakeholders. The principal has been very keen, and that's why I will assure you that you will receive the best services in this institution. We want to give some appreciation for members who are present here, and even students where you are hearing us. We want to give our principal appreciation, and we are in COVID-19, so we will stretch our arms. So we stretch our arms, but now you see in COVID-19 there's no physical touch, okay? So we will bring our hands together, but they will not touch. So let's appreciate the principal. 1, 2, 3. So thank you very much, our principal, and he has addressed us very well. He talked about education frees us from diseases, ignorance, and poverty. Very important. There's nobody who wants to be poor. So if you don't want to be poor, you don't want to be sick, then please get the right education here. I also want in that line to thank our deputy principals, Professor Nyaga and Professor Musalia. They have told us very well. Professor Musalia, who is the deputy principal in charge of administration and finance and planning development, has promised us that he is giving us infrastructure, and which the principal has echoed. We are in the process, like you have seen in the advert today. We are going to have skyrise building. I know students like seeing tall buildings, and I will assure you that some of them are already up, and 3 new ones are coming up, and more. So when you report here, you will see a very nice environment, the best environment you can ever be. And of course, Professor Nyaga has told us to be very disciplined when we come here, so that we can acquire the education, because education is not only acquiring skills, but also to change our character. Somebody who is educated does very well. Like you students, those ones of you who will be educated, the ladies, when you get married, you will cook the food well. You will do in a better way than the one who is not educated. The men, you will take care of your families well, like educated people. So that one, we want to give them 2. We are giving them 2 the COVID-19 appreciation. So 1, 2, thank you very much. Our registrars who are doing very good work in those various divisions of academic, division of administration, finance and planning, we want to thank you for coordinating those areas very well, and helping in those divisions. So also that one I'll combine with the deans of faculties who have addressed the students. You have received the information and be guided very well on what you are expected to do as students once you are in the university. I know from today you are in the university. Where you are in the university. We have carried the university home. That's why we are addressing you, though we are not physically present, but where we are here, where you are, now we are of one mind. We are in the university. Of course, soon we are looking forward that you will come here, but you have been advised, please take that advice. When you visit our website of www.tharaka.ac.ke, you will see the messages that from the faculties which have been posted, well elaborative of what you are expected to do. So, and the directors have also guided you very well. So to that category of directors, deans, let us give them two hard ones also, because there are many. So this one, two hard ones, the COVID one. So 1, 2, so thank you very much. We also want to thank our student leader, Ongosi. We are here, we are talking about what? Never imagine you are in Tharaka. It's very nice. There are a lot of trees that have been planted. The environment is so nice and we feel so good. So we want to thank our student leaders where you are, for also joining. I want to assure you that you are our primary customers. Without you, we will not be here. We will not be doing any business. So our role will be to appreciate you. And because of that, we want to give you, because you are very far, you may not get the COVID-19 one. So we will break COVID rule a little bit and give you 3 factorial. Of course, there's Maths 100, where you'll be taught what factorials are. So you can learn today a bit of Maths 100. We will give you 3 factorial. Let us prepare to give 3 factorials for these students. So let's start. So that is excellent. If you score the way members who are present here have done, then you will get first class. So that's how simple to get a first class. Here, everybody has gotten a first class, and where you are, I can see you have also gotten a first class, because even 80, 70, and above is a first.
Thank you very much, Mr. Simil, for a lot of thanks. Maybe before we go to prayers by Dr. Ugote, we can maybe hear from one student online who at least got Salimie. So, Kevin, let's organize, and then we hear from 1 or 2 students, at least to say hi.
Any student who would like to talk, you can tell me right now.
Yeah.
And on the chat, then I'll unmute you.
I'll repeat. No,
if you'd like to just say something, you can just chat me up and I'll unmute you. Any student? Yes, just send me an unmute request. I'm waiting there on the chat. Any student who would like to talk, you can tell me right now, and on the chat, then I'll unmute you. If you'd like to just say something, you can just start me up and I'll unmute you. Any student? Yes. Just send me an unmute request. So Kiprono Shadrach Mutai, you can unmute yourself. Prono Shadrach.
Yes.
Yes, you can speak kindly.
I wanted to ask
Yes.
after register, how long should I wait for an SMS confirmation, because I have not
How long
received yet?
How long should you wait?
Almost it was on almost 5 days now.
Pardon?
Yes.
Okay, we'll pick up the questions a bit later. So I'd like to just get to know the presentation was how it has gone on.
Okay.
To know that. Also, if you'd like to also speak and also see the same. Move on from Shadrach because of your network, then we'll get back to you. So I'll mute this. So anyone else would like to speak? Let me open the public, everyone publicly. If you'd like to say something, you can just say on the chat. Just say on the chat. For those of us on Zoom, kindly send me a message. Yes, I'm seeing Oppo A1K. So let me just unmute you. You can speak. Oppo A1K. If you can hear me, you can unmute. Yes.
Hello.
Hello, yes.
Mercy Kiprotich.
Yes, Mercy.
And I'd like to appreciate the organization that you've had for us to have the orientation.
Thank you.
So, are you getting me?
Yes, you're getting you clear.
Yeah, I'm saying
Yes.
I'd like to appreciate the members who held up the organization for us to have the orientation despite of the COVID. Thank you for the good work, and we're yearning to see you back. Yes. Hello.
Yes. Jackton. Can go to participants. We have a lot of participants. I'm looking at this. So Jackton, if you can hear me, I've given you the rights to unmute. You can unmute yourself. Yes, Jackton, I can see. You can speak kindly. Jackton.
Yes.
Okay, I'll move to yes, Jackton. You can speak. Yes. Yes, Jackton.
This is Jackton.
If you can.
This is Jackton.
Yes. Yes, Jackton.
And I want to say that I am happy and appreciate you for having organized this visual orientation for us.
Yes.
I'm happy to be part of you, and I appreciate all. May God bless you all. Fraternity of Tharaka University College and all the members. May the Lord Almighty bless you all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Jackton. I'll check again on the chat if you have one more. Okay, there's somebody called Selena Naomi who was asked to be unmuted. So I'll mute you, Jackton. Then I can go to Selena. Yes, Selena, you can unmute. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello, yes, you can speak louder.
Okay, I thank you for allowing me to come to your university. Okay, actually you have been good. You have been serving us well. I've been studying so much for queries and you have been serving me well. I appreciate and I thank God for you, and I know we will work together, and that's where my life will shine more. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Selena. Yes, you can have one last one, Daktari. I think I've seen Kenny. I'll ask, yes, Kenny. Ken, you can unmute. Kenny?
Hello, you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm Kennedy Ekutu. I would also like to take this chance to really appreciate you guys.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kenny. Can see you're enjoying a lot of music. Yes. So you can, I think, do you have another one? You can have another one. Okay, let's have, I can see a lot of requests coming through. I'm seeing Steven. Let's see. I'm trying to see who are having the video on. Okay, let me have Steven Juguna coming in. Okay, okay. Steven Juguna, you can speak? Steven Juguna, yes. Can speak. Steven, I've unmuted you. You can speak. Okay, I'll move on from Steven and ask W underscore K. Let me just do that. Underscore K. Yes, W underscore K, you can speak. I'm seeing Daniel Ondeki. Okay. Let me move from someone who was, okay, asked to unmute. Daniel Ondeki. Yes.
Thank you for this. Thank you for this opportunity that you have given us. And thank you for the good work that you have done to us. We really appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you. We hope we shine on our careers.
Yes. Okay, Dean, I've seen somebody called Patrick asking if you can take the closing prayer. There's someone who's asking if they can take the closing prayer. If you can see on the chat here. Yes. A student. Let me, at this point or at this point in time? At this point in time, or we take others? At this point in time. Do you take the closing prayer at this point in time? Okay, so I can ask him to unmute. It's called Patrick. Patrick. Yeah. Okay. 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 You can. Okay. Yes.
Oh. Yeah, I do it.
Thank you very much. Our students, it's good to hear from you. That feedback is quite encouraging. And then for us to know that you are being active there. So, Kevin,
yes. Okay. So, Patrick.
Yes.
Patrick, you can take us through the prayer.
Okay, can you hear me? Hello.
Hello, yes, Patrick.
Yes, I'm Patrick Musioka. I will take us with you to the prayer, closing prayer. Thank you, cooperate. Okay. Lord Father, thank you for your peace.
Kindly speak louder so that we can hear you. Yes.
Okay. Oh Lord Father, we thank you. We are before you at this time. We appreciate for the good things that you have done for us. We know that you are great and you are grateful for us. We have seen that our redemption process has gone on well. Yes, Father, we beg that you continue doing us good things as we go through on to start our classes the next week, Father. Bless everyone, the students, the administration, the principal, and all the others. So we know that we all end well with you. In the name of the Father, we trust and believe. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Thank you so much, Patrick.
Thank you very much. We are done with our So thank you very much. We are done with our principals and press today. It has been wonderful. May God bless you. Our students will be communicating with you in due course. We are open